Get into this topic today. Today, I'm going to open up my argument with this statement. Okay, my argument is this: modern day women. It is a very, very unfair deal for you to say that the only thing you bring into a relationship, or the only thing you bring to the table, is your body. It is a very unfair deal. To be honest with you, to be really honest with you, I believe that it's the most ridiculous deal that a woman could ever say, to be really, really honest. Because what value does simply bringing your body will have in a relationship other than for one reason? And that one reason is to procreate, right? But other than that, what other value do your body have in bringing it into the relationship or even bringing it to the table? When procreation is the only value that you get out of that. One can want to argue and also say that, well, it's the pleasure part. It's a pleasure part. You get the pleasure of enjoying my body. Okay, okay. But don't modern day women say this? Don't they make this statement? Don't they say that my body, my choice, right? Remember that statement that y'all boldly proclaim, right? My body, my choice, meaning that they can do whatever the hell they want to do with their body, right? Which, in all honestly, rightfully so, I get it. Because it is your body, it is your choice. But however, the reason why I'm mentioning this to you is for the simple fact that we as men know and understand that women control their bodies. In other words, women control sex. So it'd be a moment where y'all want to, right? Then it'd be a moment where you don't want to for various reasons. It could be that time of the month where you can't do it unless that dude is gun ho and he want to do it while you on your cycle. Lay that towel down, girl. Lay that towel down. We getting it on. Or the other reason, which is the more pettier reason, could be that you're probably mad at your man. He probably did something wrong to you. He probably did something that you didn't like, whatever the case may be. And guess what it is? Guess what you're going to do? You're going to exercise your body, your choice right, meaning that you're going to withhold sex from your man. So, my argument again is this: bringing your body as a bargaining chip is not a fair deal for men in relationships. And or it is not a fair deal as we have the argument talking about what do you bring to the table. Every woman that says that, right, me personally, every woman that say that, well, I bring myself to the table, I look at them crazy. Meaning that they honestly do not have nothing else to offer other than their body. Let's let's look at it from this perspective as well too. Gary, salute, welcome. Let's look at it from this perspective too. Her body, right? Her choice. The one thing that she brings to the table is her body. And that's it. Ladies, especially modern day women, I want y'all to understand this. I want y'all to understand this clearly. Do y'all know that men also have the right to exercise options as well too? Do y'all not know that? What are you talking about, Urban? Men have the right to exercise the option of choosing other women besides yourself. They sure do. A man at any given time can choose another woman if he chooses to. At any given time. Now, is it morally correct for him to do that? Well, that's based on his moral compass. If he believe in certain biblical standards, like if he's in any type of religion like Christianity or anything like that, and they believe in a monogamous relationship, then yeah, it would go against his moral compass to go out and pursue other proper suitors or pursue other women for the simple fact of sexual pleasures. So yeah, it'll go against his moral compass, but even though it go against his moral compass, that doesn't mean that he doesn't have the right to exercise that choice as he choose. So I want y'all to understand this. I want y'all to understand that when you bring your body as a bargaining chip, there are other women out there that would do the same exact thing for they do. Meaning that he don't have to be committed to you in order to have sex with women. He don't. Hell, before him meeting you, I'm pretty sure he was having sex with other women. I'm pretty sure of it. And so he had that option to go out and be with any type of woman he want to, just for that moment. And here's the thing too, is that ladies, you need to understand this as well too. About up to about 95% of the time, I'm gonna give it up to about 95% of the time. The 5% belongs to the simps, okay? But up to 95% of the time, men do not have a emotional attachment to women when they have sex with them. They really don't. All they do is have sex, get their nut on and be done with it, and go on about their business. Now, the other 5%, right, as I said with the simps, or we could include in the 5% men who decide to actually be in a relationship with a woman. We could add them in there too, for argument's sakes, okay? So even with them, right, added them into that mix, right, they're choosing to be exclusively with you and only you. They're choosing to only have sex with you and only you. And there ain't nothing stopping them from not doing it other than their moral compass if they believe in any type of one religious belief system. But other than that, nothing is not stopping them for having sex with other women. So once again, in my argument, women, modern day women. Normally I make this live about modern day women, but tonight it's gonna be about women, period. All right. Because not only modern day women are doing this, but I I seen that even traditional women does this too, where they offer their body as a bargaining chip. So you mean to tell me that out of everything that you do as a woman, the only thing you could come up with as a woman is your body. So you don't have no type of substance whatsoever to offer to bring into the relationship to enhance your relationship besides your body, besides the ability to procreate. Hell, even this, and I just thought about this too, y'all. I just thought about this. Even there are some women out there where they are barren, they can't even procreate. They're on some type of birth control, or some of them had have their tubes tied. Or it could be a medically reason why they can't do it. Just like I say, they barren or something, they can't have children. So you mean to tell me that even with that facts that out there, right, you still want to offer only your body as a bargaining chip in a relationship? What do you bring to the table? My body. That is a very unfair deal, especially for the requirements that women want men to bring into the relationship. That's a very unfair deal, which we're going to get into that. So I want to present to y'all like always, I want to present to y'all a couple of videos that I'm share with y'all about this situation to let y'all know where I'm coming from with this, because this is what they're talking about on the streets. Okay. This is what they're talking about on the streets. So I want to present this to y'all. All right? I want to share this with y'all, and I'm gonna go even deeper into this. All right, I'm gonna go even deeper discussing this. Okay, so everybody who's tuning in right now, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Appreciate it. Appreciate it a whole lot. If you're able to share me out, by all means, share me out. Thank you very much. Thank everybody who's on tune in. Everybody who's on watching right now, watching in the bushes, and everyone who's gonna catch the replay of the stream. Much appreciative. All right, so let's go and jump into this. All right, I'm showing you a series of these little clips and stuff. All right, so this first clip, I want y'all to listen intently to what this dude is asking these women. All right, let's go.
Do you listen to what our young women, what comes out of their mouths these days? When they ask somebody, what do you bring to the table? Say, look at me now.
I am the table.
What do you bring to the table? Our women don't say, I have brains, I can do this, I can help you take your business to the next level. They think this is the table. I have breasts, I have nyash. Do you listen to what our...
And you just heard a few seconds ago while he's explaining that, the young lady on the panel said, I am the table. Just said it boldly. I am the table. Like, okay. So what about you is the table? What about you is the table? So let me share some more clips.
Young women, what comes out of...
Do you see these guys that ask what a woman brings to the table and they ask it seriously? I'm convinced that men that ask that question is because they never met a woman yet that they super wanted. That or they're gay, and I can't be convinced otherwise. And you're a man and you're super into a woman. What does the woman bring for you to the table? The fact that she's exclusively yours and you wanted her bad enough. The fact that your desire of wanting her has been fulfilled by having her and having her exclusively. That's what she brings to the table.
So in other words, she is saying, just because you went out and courted with her, right? And you had won her over and she decided to be exclusively with you, that means that she is the table. I can't make this shit up, y'all, for real. But let me share another one.
Wait a minute.
This
what would
right
you bring
here
to the
is
table
crazy.
if you were in a relationship? What would you bring to your partner?
I'd bring myself, which is enough.
But what else?
That's the best part.
What's your selling point? So if you were to get into a relationship, what would you bring to the table to your partner?
That's a very big question to ask.
Could be like,
Bring him.
just the dogs?
A stepson.
Maybe you're cooking.
She said that she would bring her dogs to the table. Did she call her dogs her stepsons? So in other words, she wanted a dude to not only take care of her, but take care of her dogs too. And that's what she's bringing to the table.
Skills or cuddle skills or just a dog? Okay. If you were to get in a relationship, what would you bring to the table?
Myself.
Just that? What do you bring to the table to your partner?
If you oh my god, that's a loaded question.
Oh, it's not.
We've heard of people before.
That's a lot.
A lot.
What is it?
I'll get you on the way back.
I'm sure you will. Okay, so the question.
Notice that every last one of these women who are saying this, right, they get stumped when this dude asks them, what are you bringing to the table? It's a simple question. What are you bringing to the table in a relationship? What are you bringing? Overwhelmingly, all of them saying the same exact thing. Myself. But we're going to jump into this deep, right? And I'm going to tell y'all a reason why they're doing that too in a minute.
Question is, what do you bring to the table to your partner?
No, I have to go.
What would you bring to the table if you were in a relationship?
Got
What
a
would you...
couple more I'm going to want to show y'all real
The
quick.
question that
What do you bring?
All right, y'all. What do women need to bring to the table? It's not.
First of all, y'all, I know this is Samantha Lee. I know this is Tyrese's ex-wife, but for the sake of the argument, let's hear Samantha Lee out. Maybe she's going to provide women with some proper advice, regardless of her situation with Tyrese. So let's go.
Just a man that needs to bring something to the table. We do too. And here's a list based on experience, research that I came up with. So take out your pen and paper. Let's get into it, family. Number 1, she needs to be nurturing, if she's gonna be the mother of your kids and all. Number 2, capacity and willingness to respect you as a man. Number 3, to be understanding of most men's innate pressure to perform in order to provide for his family. To be understanding of that. The next one is not to add to that pressure. It's already heavy enough. Next is to be supportive. Strength of character, moral compass, God-fearing. Intelligent and competent. She's loyal. And last but not least, does not allow for outside voices to impact the dynamics of the relationship. All right, y'all. What?
Oh my goodness. Even though she gave some great advice, us in the red pill and the manosphere community, y'all know what we call this? We call this grifting. All right. Because we know good and well Samantha Lee. We know. I did a lot of talking about Samantha Lee, so I just let her play for the simple fact that's to give a different perspective, right? Maybe that was there to help y'all ladies out. I don't know, but let's go.
Let's
The table as a woman.
The question that men are always asking women that I hear is, what do you bring to the table? And a lot of women, get stumped on this question. Proverbs 10-16 talks about a woman who works willingly with her hands, who sells her fabric at the market, who wakes up early in the morning to feed her family. Women nowadays, they don't want to work. If we do want to work, we want to keep our own money. We're supposed to be finding somebody to do earth with, but instead, we want to find somebody to do earth for us. We're all here doing earth together. Nobody should have to do earth for you. It's already hard enough for a man to have to provide for everybody, including himself. If the man does ask you, what do you bring to the table? Say, my other half.
Just say it, Renee.
The question.
She said bring her other half. All right. So let's talk about this, y'all. We figure ready to get real deep with this. All right. Now, once again, I appreciate everyone who's tuned into the stream today. Hope that you want to get a different perspective than what I'm present to you today. So let's go and jump into this. Now, the whole argument is that women believe that the only thing that they bring to the table is only them and them alone. Now, Constance, she's my moderator. We call her boss lady on this platform. But at the same time, I have to get on her because her statement is what it is. She said this, Urban, I bring my personality, which that's fine. And she said what? And Urban, I bring my looks.
Who's your daddy?
She said, and if I like the person, I might bring some shoes. So let's talk about this, okay? Let's dive even deeper into this, okay? Now, when we talk about the terms of what do you bring to the table in a relationship, and my point is going to be for both men and women, okay? But when we talk about the terms of what do you bring to the table, right? Both men and women say the same exact thing. They say this. Well, I bring my finances. I bring my looks. I bring this. I bring that, and whatever, right? But I want to say this. Everything that both men and women mention, right? That is something that you're supposed to be doing anyway as a human being. As a human being, you're supposed to take care of yourself. You're supposed to provide for yourself. As a human being, you're supposed to know how to cook, clean, wash your clothes, take care of grown people duties around the house. You're supposed to do that because you're supposed to be learning how to do that while you're single, right? You're supposed to know how to do all that. And once again, this argument is for both men and women. So the question is this: if you already are bringing simple grown-up things, right? You already have that. You already have that skill to do that, right? Then what are you truly bringing to the table? I'm put it to you this way. Let's remove the bare necessities that you have to do to survive. Let's remove all that. The cooking, the cleaning, and all that stuff. Take care of bills, the finances, all that. Let's remove all that. The bare minimum things that you have to do to take care of yourself. And let's ask the question again. What do you truly bring to the table? Now, all that stuff that I said, it's no longer a bargaining chip. You can't put it up there. So what do you truly bring to the table? Here's the answer. What you truly should be bringing to the table is this. You truly should be bringing a type of substance about yourself, a type of character about yourself that's going to enhance not only you, but the person that you're in a relationship with. You should be bringing some type of moral compass about yourself. If you believe in religion, you should be bringing something that's going to enhance that person. You should be bringing intelligence. You should be bringing knowledge. Like say for example, you as a man, you know how to repair things around the house. You're skilled at doing that, right? You're skilled at repairing things around the house. But however, your girlfriend or your wife isn't skilled in doing that at all. Guess what you as a man should be doing? You should be passing that knowledge to her to enhance her so she can better herself and learning how to take care of things just in case, Lord forbid, something were to happen to you as a man, which it happens. Sometimes you may have something that happen to you that's medical, where you can't perform the certain skills, right, of fixing stuff. So who's going to do it? It's going to be left up to that woman to do that unless she pays someone to do that. But what if she's not able to pay someone to do that? Then what she's going to do? She's going to let it fall apart or what? But it's up to you as a man to pass on that knowledge to her so it can better y'all self together. Let's say for example that the woman, right, she's educated. I'm a PhD. She's educated and she acquired knowledge about business, have a sense of business prowess, business skill, and everything, right? And she's very successful at that. However, you as a man isn't very successful at it, not because you're one incompetent or anything like that, but it is something, a type of thing that you never learned how to do. Guess what she should do as your woman? She should pass that knowledge and skill to you so you can learn how to do that. Because case in point, what would happen if something were to happen to her and you were left to do that? Will you be capable of doing it? Not if she never taught you how to do it. The only other thing that you be having to do is go and try to learn how to do it. But which is better? You paying somebody to learn a certain knowledge, right? You paying somebody for their knowledge, right? You sit up here investing, paying somebody for their knowledge, or get that knowledge for free from your significant other. Which one would be better? I would say that getting the knowledge from your significant other would be better for free because it's free knowledge. You don't have to pay for it. He or she is freely giving that to you. Many other things as well too. Let's say for example, and we talk about morality, right? Let's say for example that you as a woman is a very shitty person, right? For some real reason, you go out through your whole entire life thus doing the most to people, right? But guess what? that man who you with, he passed the knowledge and understanding. If you want to accept it, he passed that knowledge and understanding to teach you how to better deal with people in a way where it's not taking away of who you are, but it's help enhancing you to be a better person. That's what it should be about in a relationship. Another thing too that I want y'all to understand about relationships is this. When we talk about the terms about love and all this stuff there, right? Love is 100% a choice. Love is something that you decide to do. It ain't something that's solely based on feelings and emotions, for the simple fact that feelings and emotion will instantly change. How, Urban? One moment you be loving that person, the next moment you be hating that person. You love that person because of what they do for you or what they bring it for you, bring it to you. You hate that person for the things that they had done to you physically, mentally, and spiritually. So it is absolutely a choice. Love is a choice, not just emotions. So you choose to do the things that you want to do for that person. Likewise, as all the examples that I said, you choose to pass knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to each other. For the simple fact that you understand that love is a choice, you're choosing to enhance each other. You're choosing to enhance each other. You're choosing to better each other. Another thing that I want y'all to understand too about relationship is this, is that we live in this weird fantasy world thinking that when we be in a relationship, that it's supposed to be like a Disney magical moment relationship. That is a lie. That is straight propaganda. I'm telling y'all, that is straight propaganda. All that's designed to do is put out there so you could be a consumer. So you can spend money on unnecessary stuff that you really don't need. But the true dynamics of a relationship, right? The true dynamics of a relationship is for you to pass knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to each other. That's what it's about. Now, all the stuff that you had learned prior while you were single, you're bringing that into the household to help the household, right? But that is not a bargaining chip to enhance the relationship because that's something that you already do. If you're a grown person, you should already know how to do that. Let me give you an example. I'm gonna give y'all a personal example with me. There are a lot of things, a lot of skills and knowledge that I have acquired since I was single. I learned how to cook on my own. I learned how to clean on my own. I know how to do laundry on my own. I know how to sew clothes, do all kind of stuff on my own. I know how to do electrical work on my own. I know how to build things on my own. I know how to balance checkbooks and all that stuff, which, that's a gone skill these days, but I even know how to do that on my own. I know how to handle finances, everything on my own. On my own. But even by me knowing that, that doesn't mean that that's a bargaining chip for me to say that, hey, Mrs. Urban, I got all this stuff, so this is my bargaining chip, so this is why I'm bringing to the table. No, that's something that common sense I was doing as a man anyway. Because if that be the case, right, what would be the whole point of even being in a relationship when you can do it on your own? What would be the whole point in it? There's some men out there right now that thinking they're thinking in the terms of gender roles. Yeah, sorry. They're thinking in the terms of gender roles. So they thinking in terms of gender roles, right? Thinking that a man's supposed to do X, Y, Z things, right? Like put things together, cut the yard, take the trash out, and all that stuff there, right? And they believe that a woman's supposed to do the other things, which is to cook and clean up the whole entire house, educate the children, and all the stuff there. I am a person who highly disagree with gender roles. A matter of fact, gender roles do not exist in relationships. It don't. Gender roles is not even a bargaining chip for relationships, period. How dare you, as a man and as a woman, as an intelligent man and as an intelligent woman, to require someone to do basic common sense stuff that you're supposed to do? How dare you do that? Well, it's your job as a woman. You're supposed to be cooking my meal every day. Make me a sandwich. Make me a sandwich. How dare you? Make your own damn sandwich. What's wrong with you? You're a grown man. Make your own sandwich. Why you can't cook on your own? Why? You should already know how to do that. Then if you don't know how to do that, whose fault is that? It's not that woman's fault. It is your fault because you decided to to go learn how to do a simple thing as make a sandwich. Not her. She don't have nothing to do with that. And this is one of the fundamental arguments that feminist women talk about, where they talk about men be sitting up here treating their women as slaves. Do y'all know where that concept came from in America? Y'all want to know where that concept came from? From the patriarchal system of America, where all them men who were slave masters and stuff, and those requiring them slaves to do all that stuff. Guess what they was doing to their wives? Guess what they was doing to their wives? They was treating their wives the same exact way how they was treating them house slaves, being abusive to them, belittling them, telling them that they better fix their clothes, cook their meals, and all the stuff that make their wives a stewardship over the slaves. This is the whole fundamental principles of the first wave of the feminist movement. That's why it happened. Because they've been abusive to their wives. They've been abusive to their wives, treating them like crap until they got tired of it. So even right now, how dare you, even as a man, will sit up here treat that person that you say that you love right, that person that you say that you respect right, treat her like she's a slave, that she required to do all these things, which is not. So that's why I say gender roles do not exist. And if you're operating under that principle of gender roles, guess what you're doing? You're operating under the original system of the patriarchal system in this country, which would cause feminism to happen. That's what you're doing. I'm physically on you ladies as well too. Sitting up here require your man he's supposed to go out and take out the trash. He's supposed to go out and cut the yard. He's supposed to go out and fix your car and all the stuff there, right? And you call that gender roles. No. No. What if your man is enabled to do that? Then what you gonna do? 9 times out of 10, just like I stated, you either gonna do one or two things. You're either gonna learn how to do the skill, or you're gonna pay somebody to do the skill for you. It's what you're gonna do. But to sit up there and have the audacity, the demand a man to do that, or a man demanding a woman to do that, is ridiculous. We are not each other's slaves. We don't own each other. Okay? We don't own each other. You're not a slave to each other. That's the reason why a lot of relationships end in divorce, is because we have this weak ideology thinking that we own each other and we're supposed to treat each other like crap, when that is not true. That is not how you're supposed to run your household. You're supposed to run your household with respect, with admiration. You know, when I became married to Mrs. Urban, right? I learned a whole lot. I learned a whole lot. I learned how to fully treat her as a human being. Meaning that she had absolute freedom to do whatever the hell she want to do when she want. She had absolute freedom to make whatever choices, decisions that she want to make because she's entitled to it because she's a human. Whatever choices, decisions she want to make, she can do that. Same thing with me. Whatever choices, decisions I want to make, I'm going to do it. I'm absolutely going to do it. I'm not going to sit up here and try to control her, nor she's not going to sit up there and try to manipulate and control me. What we're going to do is that we're going to come together. Let's say, for example, hypothetically, right? There's a decision that we want to make. Like, she want to start a new career. Let's say that she want to start a new career. So in order for her to start this new career, right, she had to slowly but steady no longer work at the current 9 to 5 job that she's working at. And she made a choice like, hey, in order for this to work, I'm gonna have to quit this job and totally dedicate my time and effort into this. Now, the thing about it is that if I do this right, it may have an impact on our finances. Okay. Meaning that I may not be working, I may not be able to produce finances how the way I used to. But the end goal is that if we stay focused on this, right, and also you support me in this endeavor, right, I guarantee you that the end result is that it's going to impact us. But at the same time, it's not going to be easy. Guess what I'm gonna do? The only thing that I'm gonna do is this. I'm not gonna talk her out of it. I'm not gonna say, oh no, you need to stay at your 9 to 5 job. But I'm not gonna talk her out of it. If she's serious about doing this, and I can see that she's passionate about it, and this is what she want to do. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm going to be in a supportive role with her. I'm going to partner with her and work with her on that. Okay, this is what you want to do. Okay, so tell me exactly what is your business plan, so we could be on the same page with that. Okay. She tell me her business plan. Okay, cool. She got a business plan. She got a business model. Okay, let's work on this. We can work on this together. Let's share different resources, what we can do to build this thing. I'm not going to talk against her. Now, stay at your job because we need to pay the bills. That's what some narcissistic people do. And that goes for men and women. Some narcissistic people will do that. They'll feel intimidated when a person wants to do something better, and they thinking that they only doing it better for themselves. But in their mind, they're really doing it better for the betterment of the relationship. But a narcissist don't be thinking like that. They be thinking, oh, you're trying to be better than me. You're trying to do this because at the end of the day, you're gonna leave me. Nah. Mm-mm. So why not be a grown adult and do what you're supposed to do in a relationship, which is partner together and accomplish goals together, especially when you see that person passionate about it. You start learning things about whatever it is whatever type of business endeavor that they're looking to do. Even if it takes for you going and pulling out books like, look, babe, look, I seen this in the book. It says this or that or that. What do you think about this? You're not telling her what's going to happen. You only supporting her. Look, I seen this in the book. It says this or that or that. What do you think? She can either say, you know what? I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that because they're probably not going to go with the business model. And all you got to do is say, okay, that's cool. You know, that's a suggestion. But you're doing it in a way where you're not controlling her. And vice versa. Even with the woman, let's say the man doing the same thing. He trying to have some type of business endeavor and stuff, right? Guess what? You're playing a supportive role. Babe, look at this. I seen this YouTube channel, right? And this YouTube channel is talking about the exact same thing. What you want to do? What do you think about it? Let's do. Hey, do you want to watch it together? Maybe we could get some resources and knowledge behind this. There, you either choose as a man, like, you know what? Yeah, let's watch it. Or you be like, no. But even if he say no, that doesn't mean that he's not in agreement with you. That doesn't mean he doesn't agree with your suggestions. It is that it's not part of the overall plan. And you understand that. And you take that without trying to be manipulative or controlling. So y'all see how the different scenarios and examples that I'm giving y'all, it don't have nothing to do with basic human survival, which is you doing the basic things, which is learning how to cook, clean, all this stuff. There, y'all see how these examples I'm giving y'all is way deeper than that. So when you bringing things to the actual table, you're bringing things to enhance each other. That's what it's about. You're bringing knowledge, resource, wisdom, even spirituality to enhance each other, to make y'all situation even better than what it already is. And here's my final point or my argument is this, is that prior before entering into the relationship, you as a human being should already have yourself together. I have seen so many people, a lot of people have talked to me, right? And one of the commonalities that I found out when they was talking to me like about relationships and stuff, right? One of the main commonalities that I found out was this, is that they entered to the relationship messed up, broken, not complete. And they have the expectation, this goes for both men and women, they have the expectation for their significant other to fix them. That is totally unfair. To sit up here to have the expectation that you want somebody to fix you when you are responsible for fixing yourself. You are responsible for getting yourself to a level where you feel like that you are complete. Notice I say the term complete. I didn't say perfect. You're complete. Because we know that at the end of the day, you're going to run into scenarios where, you may be out of character, whatever the case may be, or something where they happen. Whatever the case may be, that is life. That is life. But the main minimal requirements for you that's living, you have that together. Which is you have the knowledge and resources, right, to do a certain thing that you're trying to do. You have financial resources. You have acquired certain type of skills that you learned while you were single. So to sit up here and go into a relationship and knowing good and well you don't have them type of skills and you try to have another person to enhance that, it's not gonna work. Because when you do things like that, guess what you open yourself up to? You open yourself up to toxic relationships. You open yourself up to dudes or a woman who'll be a narcissist, who'll be controlling, all these different things that is toxic, manipulation and all that stuff. So to avoid all that, you get yourself together prior before getting into a relationship. If you're not together, you know that you're not together. You know that even if you was in a prior relationship that was toxic, and you was in that relationship, the common sense thing for you to do as a grown adult is for you to get help and fix yourself. That way, you won't be bringing all that toxic stuff into a brand new relationship. or that toxic ideology, because that's what also happens too, is that sometimes we also bring toxic ideology into the relationship. Meaning that wherever type of ideology or knowledge that you learn in that prior relationship, right? Remember I tell y'all about it's knowledge, right? That type of toxic knowledge that you learn and you bring that to the new relationship, guess what's going to happen? It's going to create a cycle. It's going to create a cycle. A cycle that the one way it's going to break is for you to understand that you need to let that go and fix yourself and work on yourself to the best of your ability. And last but not least, letting all this stuff go, all that past stuff go, and start fresh and start brand new, as though you're a brand new being. So, just like my argument, where I started off in the beginning, it is an unfair deal for women to say that the only thing they're going to bring to the table is themselves. For the simple fact that just bringing yourself or bringing your body is not good enough. For the simple fact that anybody could find anyone and have sex with anyone at any given time they want to. So now, that is not a fair trade. That is not a fair deal. Hell, that is not even a fair business deal. And this is also the reason why many people in the red pill communities, manosphere, mid-toe, passport bros, and also this is the reason why a lot of them is divesting from even being in relationships, preferably with Western women. Is because they don't want to get caught in that whole ideology, thinking that they have all these resources and knowledge, they done fix themselves and have this knowledge and resources that they literally are bringing something into a relationship. Meanwhile, this fool here woman is toxic as hell. And she only bringing her body. I'm just bring my body. Not understanding that he could get that anywhere at any given time. Not understanding that also that eventually that woman is going to get old. Eventually, a woman's sex drive is going to dwindle where she no longer ain't going to want to have as much sex as she used to. Then what's going to happen? It's going to wear down, and guess what's going to happen? You don't have nothing else to bring. Guess what's going to happen? Dude going to get tired of you. He's going to find somebody else. And so that's my argument on this topic.